Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go. And I do have to warn people, I am getting some bitrate warnings from YouTube, so I'm hoping this will be okay. If people in the chat can let me know, I'm not quite sure what I can do with it at this point in time. Let's see, I see another warning over here. Might have been just that opening animation that might be bad. I'm hoping it'll be okay from here on in. If not, might have to try this on another day. But we are in a different game than what you've been used to on these Thursdays. A brand new game, at least for me. Reentry, a space flight simulator. This is a game that I've had my eye on actually for quite a while. And then it came on sale on stream. Oh my god. On Steam this weekend, I got stream stuck in my head. On Steam this weekend, it was 40% off, and I believe it still is for the next 24 hours at this moment. So if you like what you see here, then by all means, head over to Steam. It is very much in early access, so I do have to, put that little proviso out there, but it's being updated regularly. It is also the passion project of one individual, and when you see this game, it'll be hard to believe that this is one person who is doing this, but it is just one person who is doing this, who has lovingly recreated the command modules for the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo space programs. So what we're going to do today is they do have missions, and under missions, if I go to Project Mercury and I do the historic missions, there are 3 Mercury missions here, and this is what I'm thinking of doing them today because none of these are really particularly long. And we'll see how this goes. So in preparation for flying the Mercury capsule, what I have done is I have gone into the Academy and I did the Mercury lessons. There are lessons here that hold your hand and tell you what to click on and all that kind of stuff. I recommend you do these things twice. I did them once. I did not watch the video that's down here. And also there are, if we go somewhere, there are, maybe they are here. Yes, we have flight manuals. And these are PDFs, and I looked at them and went, oh my god, I'm not reading these. So they aren't read. So we'll see how they go. Hopefully that's prepared me enough to do it. And I did the first of the missions here under the Mercury, Project Mercury. You can see as well, though, there's also Gemini. What do they have? There's one Gemini mission. And if we go to Apollo and go on, oh, we have Apollo 13. Oh, okay. For the Apollo mission. So, and this is still something that's continually being updated. Like I said, we are in early access. So why don't we just get started? Why don't we just dive in? There's a lot here, but I think what I am going to do is I'm just going to go in here, do the Project Mercury one on the weekend. I did the first one here, Mercury Redstone 3. This is our, Alan Shepard, first American into space. We can read through the objective here, which is really to put somebody in space and bring them back and see how they do and all this kind of stuff. We have a flight plan here. Turn around, manually deploy test manual control. I can tell you when I got to this part, 310 on the mission plan, I didn't do any of this stuff. Because I was like, it's over so quick. And I was like, I don't know how the heck Alan Shepard was able to do anything other than just push on buttons. But yeah, a lot of this stuff kind of didn't happen. But I did, the only thing that did happen is at the time when I was supposed to eject the retro rockets, I was seeing flames out the window. I'm assuming that's not a good thing. We're getting well back into the atmosphere by that point, but you know what, we'll do our best. Okay, let's do this. So let's click that guy, and how do we, oh, I gotta keep going down. Mission detail, where's the start button? That's the back button. Oh, they really are expecting you to read all this. There we go. Launch. Okay. Yeah, not Apollo 8. Now, who knows? More probably is coming. I would think, I agree with John. I thought Apollo, that was the first time I looked at those. I thought Apollo 8 would be a natural one to do. I understand the whole, you know, having to do the lunar module and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a whole, and then landing. I mean, that's a whole thing. But will I be using a joystick? No, I do not. I'm not in possession of a joystick. So this will be a WASD type of affair. But having said that, most of this is really just clicking buttons, flicking switches and all that kind of stuff, as you'll see pretty soon. Okay. And we'll just wait for this to get itself going. Yeah, there was an opening animation that was going during the countdown, and maybe that just didn't go very well. It had trouble with that, but I'm hoping now it's okay. All right, so welcome here. We are 15 minutes from launch. So we are inside here. Oh yeah, middle click. It was last weekend, by the way, I did all this. Excuse me, I just need a little bit of water. So we are inside here, the Mercury capsule. There's our view looking up. Oh, the sky just rendered, I think. We are looking actually at the business end of the escape tower right here, which we will see hopefully ejecting off pretty soon. Welcome to the Mercury Redstone 3 historic mission. The cockpit is ready for full internal power and final checks. Roger. Okay, run full internal power. Okay, we'll do that in just a second. We got 15 minutes here. That's actually probably not that long, but there it is. Now, just to remind people, this is going to be for those people that don't know the history, this is a suborbital flight. It isn't going to be for very long. And what they have for us to help is they do have a mission pad that you can click down here, or you can hit M on the keyboard, and what they give you are all kinds of information like the mission briefing that we had just before. But really the thing that we want to look at here is the checklists, and we're into the in-flight checklists, and these time twos are times to launch in minutes. So we are going to be doing the full internal power check, and we're assuming all these other checks have gone by. So here we have our checklist here that you can move this window around. In fact, I should make sure it's not on top of where the chat is. And you can see here that it tells you what to, where to go. Now, one thing, it is hard to remember what all the buttons are, but we'll do our best to do with that. Now, one really useful thing that they give us is they give us this little run button down here at the bottom, and you can click the run button, and then what it does is it puts the checklist up here. And if you do what's requested, it will automatically kind of take that off the list, and then it tells you where to go next. So for instance, here I can see that at T-5 minutes, I got to do the final check. So I'm going to actually, just because I don't want too many windows here cluttering this up, I'm going to get rid of this window and just rely on this. So we're going to go and do the internal power. We're close enough to 10 minutes, I think. We're going to check that off. So we're got to request Blockhouse to switch to internal power. Now your comms are handed by hitting the C button, and then that gives you a list of things that you can do. So we have to switch to internal power. So we do that, and then we sit Roger, disconnected launch vehicle from the umbilical cord. You are now on internal power, Roger. Okay, and we have done that. Now the game doesn't know we've done that, so we have to hit the little checkbox to say we've done that. And oh, I guess everything else was okay. That's the one thing that happens. It wants us to verify battery bus voltages. So we are looking at our battery stuff here. If this is the little knob that switches you back and forth. So this is the main, which are there are 3 batteries now connected to the bus. The combined they're connected in parallel. Their combined voltage is about what, that 22 volts, which I think probably I'm assuming the red area is bad, and we're drawing like what, 30 amps. And then you can check each battery individually. So there's battery 1, which is drawing a little over 10 amps, battery 2 on the same voltage, battery 3 on same voltage and a little bit there. So those 3 batteries are what are all on the main bus providing us with our power. I gotta keep looking at this, make sure I don't talk for too long and we start going. We are supposed to, during launch, keep an eye on these, because if any of these fail, we're supposed to switch them over to the standbys, and that is going to be a pain because those buttons are over this way. Let's see, if I look at the left panel and then spin around, I think I can... There, that's where the battery switches are. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know how you would do that in real life. Let's go back to the command seat, go back down here. Okay, then if one of those batteries fails, we do have 2 standby batteries, which you can see are also, they have about 23 volts on them, 24 volts on them. That is good, that's what they're supposed to have, but they're drawing no amps because they're not hooked in. So if one of these main ones fail, we can hook in one of these 2 standby ones. And then we have an isolated battery, which whole job is to fire off the squibs that do things like get rid of our launch platform and fire off the explosives that will lose our main stage. They really recommend you don't mess with that, right? It is, but I do have the ability to put the isolated battery into the main bus if it warrants it. So anyway, we are all done. I think we've done our battery and voltage check, so we're going to check that off. Follow the in-game steps to complete the final checks. Yep. So next, bring back up here, go back to our checklists. This is what this is a lot of, is looking at checklists. Again, we are now going to do the final checks, which is supposed to be done at 5 minutes. And again, I'm going to put this on the run so that I can lose this and clear up our screen a little bit. And now I can sort of relax. We got a few minutes before I have to go through this checklist and make sure no bathroom facilities. Nope, that's what our suit's for. You've inspired me to know how to work the odometer on my mom's car. Oh, well, thank you, Mech General. Thanking me for the RP1 series. Unfortunately, that series just turned into so much work. I've kind of put it on I wouldn't even say on the back burner. I've not deleted the save, but it's very much inactive for the foreseeable future. Anyway, we do have some time warping ability. There are just the number keys on the keyboard. So 1 is normal time, 2 is 2 times speed, 3 is 5 times speed, 4 is 10 times speed, and it keeps going up to 9. We're not going to speed up. So I'm just getting down close to this 5 minutes too, and we can start working our way. I might stop a minute or so early just to get through this. Okay, so launch control ready. I think I'm just supposed to say I'm ready here. Is there a ready button? No, radio check. Okay, well, let's bring back up this. Launch control switch to ready. Oh no, that's a switch. That's a switch. And now what it does do is it does highlight the switches. This is what this is nice for. It highlights the switches that, because you're going to lose track of this. So this is how we say we're ready. We switched that from off to ready, and it came off. We're going to do a radio test on UHF. Our radio stuff is all down here. We do want to make sure that we are on UHF. I think it is. Yeah, UHF normal. I think that's what does that. UHF power. Yes, there. Transmits on UHF. Ultra high frequency, not HF high frequency. And then we got to do a radio check, right? Yes, so radio check. There's a button here for it. Where is it? Radio check, radio check. Radio check, radio check. Boom. Okay, and we're also supposed to remove the time 0 button. We're reading you 5 by 5. Okay, I'm happy with that. Verify the time. Okay, we can check that that one's done. Verify the time 0 button cover has been removed. So that is this button here. This is going to set our mission clock, which is this guy, to 0 if we have to. Now, we're going to remove the cover. We don't push the button. This is supposed to start automatically, but if it doesn't, then we push the red button to get this to go to 0 and get it started. Okay, that's been done. DC selector to battery 1. Boom, done. Arm squibs. Yeah, we want those armed because that is our pyrotechnics that does all of our jettison. And auto retro jettison, we want to put that onto arm. That's in case... Oh, observe a rest period. We can do a rest period, yep. The retro jets have to be disabled before, or not disabled, detached before we can re-entry. They're covering the heat shield. And we want this armed because if we have to do an abort, we want to these need to come off like really fast. But then we're going to turn that off when we get up into space. Observe a rest period. I can observe a rest period. Okay. Resting. Good. Camera tapes are running. Affirmative. Roger, perform light work test. I can do light work. Yeah, light work. I don't know what light work is. Okay. Roger, perform heavy works test. I think this is just, you know, color. Okay. And then if we go back to our checklists, what have we done? We've done final checks. I think we're on to our ascent checklist. So we'll put that there. Yeah, I really don't think... I think we've done what we're supposed to be doing.
95, manual is 96, cameras and tape recorders are running.
Oh, it was just doing that chatter that
Cabin
we were
pressure.
doing. 15.2. Okay, put that there.
Air temperature. 94.
Okay, Roger. Okay, we'll just ignore that. There is, by the way, different views. Oh, I think, is it F1? Yes, F1 shows us an external view of our Mercury Redstone vehicle. Sitting on the pad, ready to go. But most of the time you spend inside. There is an orbital view, but apparently you got to be in orbit to see that. And then F4, F5, F5 brings us back into here. And then F6, you can go left panel, right panel. What's 8? These are our pitch yaw and roll indicators. F9, looking out the window. Not really wrapped my head around what these graduations are all about. Obviously for attitude, but not sure quite what. And then F10. Oh, even this must be important. We're staring right at it. Let's go back to 5. And there's lots of really loving things like this. Look at these are like, you can close these. Not that we're gonna, but I think that's really neat. Or if the sun, I noticed it one time when I was playing, the sun was a little too glaring. And these are like sun visors in your car. It's really great. Right now we're just gonna keep them fully opened. Okay, where are we at? We're at 1 minute and 21 seconds. No winding stem on the mechanical clock. Oh, is that supposed to be there? Are we supposed to be able to wind these up? That would make sense. Clearly that's not something we want to do. And I don't know what everything does. I can't pretend that I do. But there's like so much details here. All these guys on the left here are all fuses for all kinds of different things. We have all our indicator lights of what's going on here. This is for controlling the spacecraft here. We have our environmental systems over here for our suit temperature, our cabin temperature, and our inverter temperature for the batteries. But that's for, we have DC power on the batteries, but we do need AC power, and there's an inverter for that, and that's to keep the temperature of that. We got more fuses here. All of our alarms are over here. Probably be hearing some of those in a little bit. Where are we at? Whoa, God, we're 15 minutes away, or 10 seconds away. Let's roger all these messages away. There we go. So, first job is to make sure that we are going up. So our altimeter is here. Here we go. We can also, of course, do what Alan Shepard couldn't do, and that is to press F3, F4, F1. There we go. F1, and do that. But honestly, I like it better in here. Okay, so we're going up. We're also supposed to verify, oh yeah, that this time is actually counting. It is, so if this wasn't counting, we would need to push the red button, but it is counting, so that's good. If a lap, monitor the abort. The abort light's right here. If we get an abort, if that lights up, we're supposed to hit Control Alt Z and get the bejeebers out of here. I don't think there's any thing that I don't think they have random failures done. And what else? Monitor abort. Verify cabin pressure is decreasing. Yes, there's the cabin pressure indicator right here. It's decreasing, and it should come out at the bottom at about 5.5 psi. We are in a suit as well, and our suit is our primary life support, but so the cabin has to be thought of as a secondary life support. And then if Atlas, okay, I think I got to get ready, and I'm also supposed to be checking my batteries too. I remember them saying that, making sure none of these voltages go to 0. I think we're doing okay. And I'm losing track of where we're at. What is our back? I should just put this on. Put this on Redstone. This is our next one. At 2 minutes and 10 seconds, we're going to jettison this tower. Where are we at? We are at 1 minute and... Okay, let's put this up there. Let's clear all these. That goes up there. Okay. There. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's coming up pretty soon. We're going to lose our tower here. And we should be starting to see some lights coming on. Oh, we're 2 minutes 10? Not yet. Okay. Should be happening pretty soon. Oh, we have main engine cut off. Oh, we're getting ready. Boom, there goes our tower. So that happened. That's good. And our light's gone green. And then we should be separating the capsule pretty soon. There it is. It's gone orange. That means it's getting ready to do it. And we have just lost our... Okay, and now we want to auto retrojet off. So we don't want to now eject our retrojets. We want them for our retro burn. And emergency retrojet fuse to false. Okay, so let's check that. That is this fuse here. The fuses actually have two positions. Up position is on, and then the down position is on, and the middle position is off. And then in 2 minutes, start pre-retro checklist. Okay, so I should get that already. Put the DC selector to main. I'll do that.
Main is 24.
That's good. All our other batteries are okay.
25 is 25.
Got a lot of chatter. Okay, clear that. I did that. Oh, battery to 3. DC selector to 3. Okay.
3 is 25.
Okay, now I've done it. All right, now we're supposed to be doing... This is like, things are happening. Things are happening. Okay, our orbit launch. No. Pre-retro. Pre-retro. Add that. And I think we should be doing this like now. We gotta, yes. So, because I think we are very close to retro. Yes. So, suit temperature to 7. So that's over here. Let's get rid of all those. Suit temperature. That's this guy, 7. Basically, we're just turning these off. Cabin temperature to 7, inverter temperature to 7. Getting ready for reentry because things are going to get hot. We do not need... And then at 15 minutes, which I think has already gone by, set emergency retro fuse to true. Done. Set retro jet fuse to false. Over here. Done. Main retro attitude to auto or main. Main retro attitude. Where's our attitude control? Why is nothing lighting? Oh, maybe it's already there. It's already there. Oh, we're going. Okay, retro checklist. Okay, we're getting things happening. See, I think things happen too fast. They're too fast, I tells you. Okay, we got an alarm. We can. Oh, the alarm just turned itself off. Oh, I think we're. Oh, that's our retro firing. Okay, did that automatically. That's good. Firing retros. 5 minute. Okay, we're already well through this. 5 minute light is on. The sequence. The retro sequence taillight is not green yet. But it should be soon. So we just did our retro burn. That's good. The ship automatically orients itself onto the retrograde vector. There's a switch for it, but I think it was already on that right from the beginning. Somewhere in here. Yes, see? Attitude select retro. Okay, our light's now green. So that's true. Retro attitude tail light green. I don't think... I'm not sure we get that one. Next thing is to jettison the retro. Is that armed? It's not armed. Okay, arm it. Okay. I'm hoping I did the right thing there. Our retro thing wasn't armed. What's our altitude? Okay, we're still above 100 kilometers. So that, or not, that's 100,000 feet. What am I talking about kilometers? So used to KSP. Okay, that's gone green. Retro attitude taillight. I don't see a retro. I see a jettison retro. Ah! Okay, we're 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the flight here, and I'm really thinking... Okay, we got a 0.5. I'm assuming... I'm going to take a look outside. Probably not into something. Do I have... Okay. No, see, those are on. Okay. Those are supposed to be off. Those are supposed to be off. Okay. Back inside. I'm not sure I'm doing something. I'm doing something wrong. Something's wrong. Jettison retro. Okay, I just did it. Because that's not... I think I'm off my checklist. I think I'm off my checklist. I think I just jettisoned... Yeah, okay. So that's off now. That's good. I think I, again, waited too long. Let's clear all this because we're... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's this? Standby. Okay, I guess.
Standby 26.
Okay. Wanted me to do that for some reason. DC selector to ISO. Okay, fine. I can do that too.
Isolated 29.
Okay. Roger. Back to main again. I guess they just want us to check those batteries.
Back to main. The current is 29 amps.
Roger. Suit and cabin temperature, full CCW.
I think I got off my
Roger,
checklist
full.
there for a little bit.
ASCS
But
fans.
so far, I think we're okay. Now, we are falling, so maybe the whole landing bit probably is the next bit. I fully admit I'd make a crappy astronaut. Before 30,000 feet, we are at 30,000 feet. Okay, there we go. Emergency. Okay, something good happened. Because it just skipped by. At 21,000 feet, check drogue chute deployment. So this little light had better come on. I did something wrong because that I had to push this button. We're looking for our drogue chute to open. Oh, there it is. I can see it visually. We can turn off that alarm. That's just annoying. What was that alarm, by the way? O2 emergency. I know why that happens. That's not a big deal. So it is automatically opening up a snorkel. I don't know why the light's not there. And that's what that alarm is, to feed air from the outside. Emergency handle to out? Sure, I guess. I don't know why. And then, oh, we got an alarm. What's that alarm? Fuel quantity. Yeah, well, that's because we just dumped all our fuel. Main light. Okay, mains are deployed, right? Yay! Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a good sight. That means we did something right. Okay, we need to. That is great. Yeah, the main's gone green. Check that off. UHF is our radio. To I don't know what that says. I can't read it. Press regular handle out. Okay, I did that. Didn't. Oh no, that's this guy. All right, wrong button. Oh, that one was to jettison the tower. I don't think that really matters now, does it? Up here, isn't this what they want me to do? Regular. There it goes. Landing bag tail light is green. That would be good because if that isn't green, we sink. Okay. Okay. It was frantic, but I think we're okay. There's our ride. And yeah, that's our landing bag. Okay. ACS and fans. Oh my god. What? You didn't the checklist didn't say anything about fans. I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know. Are the fans okay? Where are fans? There's lots of fans because, you know, to feed air into the suit and into the cabin. It got me a feeling I'm a little bit... Oh, here we go. Suit fan? Whatever. Whatever. See, flying rockets isn't too hard. Oh my gosh, filling everybody with confidence. Okay, so anyway, I think the rest of this is just coming down. What is our altitude at? We're getting, I don't know, what's that, about 3,500 feet? Something like that. Oh, yeah, I would say that's about right. So we can time warp that part. Am I time warping? I don't think I'm time warp. Maybe you can't time warp when you're outside here. Oh, it won't let me time warp anyway. Okay, I can't time warp. No time warping allowed. Where's the snacks locker? Okay, we are just about splashing down here. So I guess sort of the pro mode of this is not to use that little helper that highlights which switches for you. We're supposed to be getting resume mission. There we go. See, we're floating. That's good. Floating is good. And after impact, the ACS bus should be off. That's the middle position. There. And AC selector to ASCS. I'm not quite sure.
The SCS is 118.
Okay. They seem to like that. And, oh, AC selector to fans. I can't read what's on there. Oh, I see fans.
Fans is 115.
Okay. So, AC the alternating current. I think...
Minus 3 minutes.
Okay, well, we're not going to wait 3 minutes.
TM blockhouse, do we got to go?
All right. I think we did it.
TM blockhouse, do I have a go?
Oh. They're not talking to me.
Stand by one.
Whatever. End the session. We're done.
I got to know, I'll have to hold it too.
Roger, I'm going to hold. 2 minutes.
We'll just end. All right, so that was that one. Believe it or not, I had done that once before. It went about the same as what you witnessed there. So what I'm thinking to doing with the rest of this is trying the next one. So Mercury Redstone 4. So this is To familiarize man with a brief but complete space flight experience, including liftoff, power flight, weightless flight, approximately 5 minutes, re-entry and landing phases of the flight. Evaluates man's ability to perform as a functional unit during space flight by demonstrating manual control of the spacecraft. We never did take manual control, so hopefully this time we'll have a little more time. Studies man's psychological reactions during spaceflight and qualify the explosively actuated side egress hatch. Ooh, that sounds like fun. So our flight plan, liftoff, kind of mission report, engine. I'm just trying to look at what's different. Transfer of flight control from the autopilot to manual at 3 minutes. We'll see if we can do that one this time. We're supposed to yaw 45 degrees to the left using the horizon as the attitude reference. Fire the retrograde rockets manually instead of automated, which it was in the last one. Okay. Periscope. So again, this is suborbital. We are only going to be in space for a few minutes. So again, this is another one. So this is going to be Virgil Gus Grissom and Liberty Bell 7. This is the actual historical. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. So yes, Oliver, we are in a space flight simulator called Reentry. And we are going to be doing the second Mercury mission, which is again suborbital. I know the third one is on the Atlas rocket, and it is an orbital mission. So that'll give us more time to see what's going on. These suborbital ones are so fast. I don't know how anyone gets anything done. All right, so again, 15 minutes to launch. This is going to be largely a recap of what we've already done. So I'm just going to, again, bring up that. Go to our checklists. We are at the 10-minute for the final internal power checklist. Oh, here we go. Welcome to the Mercury Redstone 4 historical mission. Cockpit is ready for full internal power and final checks. Okay, so let's do the full internal power and final checks. We'll push that up there. And by the way, you can push up more than one. Like, that's why there's more buttons here. So if I go with the back and I go to final checks, which would be the next one I would need to do, I can either add that before this or add it after this. I think would make sense. I'm assuming this is after. Let's see what happens. Yes, see? And now both of those checklists are in there. Why don't I actually queue up a whole bunch of these? That might make sense, doesn't it? Let's do that while we're waiting. Let's just queue these all up. So after final checklist, I go to the ascent checklist, which is this one. Add that on the bottom. After the ascent, if on the Redstone, I got to go to the Redstone checklist. That is that one. All right, that's enough for now. Maybe we'll have some time to think after that. Boom. Okay, so full internal power check. Okay, so request again for the blockhouse to switch us to internal power. Let's actually get to around the 10-minute marks. That's when we're supposed to do that. Now, actually, just out of curiosity, can you actually see the umbilicals here? Like, do they animate them or anything? No, they're not there. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to a little bit, around 10 minutes before. Let's cut this off, and we're going to open up our COM interface, and we're going to request to be on internal power, which is you. Disconnect launch vehicle from the umbilical cord. You are now on internal power. Okay, I'm going to actually get that out of there. Okay, we did that. Battery check. That just went right by. Maybe I shouldn't. It did it automatically because things were right. I should maybe have shown people where those were, but oh well. Verify battery and bus voltages. Okay, so main 23 volts. 1 is on 23. 2 is on 23. 3 is on 23. I'm assuming that's 23. Standby is not connected, so 0 amps, 0 but volts. And the isolated battery is much more powerful and not drawing anything yet, as it shouldn't be. So we'll put that back on 1. Okay, did that. Then we're on final checks at 5 minutes. Yeah, another sim to get sucked into. And you can actually just play this kind of in a free mode, too. You don't have to sort of follow through with the mission. Oh, I did that. I find myself always kind of ahead of what it's telling me to do. All right, so we'll time ourselves to 5 minutes. I don't know why those astronauts needed, like, you know, months and months and months of training. This is easy. Open up a checklist. Click the buttons. All right, final checks. So, launch control set to ready. We are ready. Perform radio test on UHF. So, we are on UHF. Open up this. Do a radio check. Radio check, radio check. That one. Player 1, we read you 5x5 on UHF. Follow the in-game instructions to complete the final checks. Checks.
How do you read?
We're up.
You're loud and clear, Bill 7, how me?
You're loud and clear.
Roger.
Okay. Where are we at here? We did the radio check. Verify the time 0 button cover is removed. Boop. That is that. Roger on that. Check that off. Set the squib to arm. Boom. Set the auto retro to arm. Boom. Verify. Okay, then we're on the ascent part, which is just verifying liftoff. So that is going to happen in 4 minutes. All right, so we'll get that again out of the way. I guess you can, because I was sitting there when it says here to verify liftoff and that your altitude is increasing. I would assume the better thing, rather than looking at the altimeter, which you don't notice, there is a GeForce gauge in here. There it is, the accelerometer. We should be seeing that increasing all the way up through while we are on the... that's probably a good indicator of you're going up. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we are off. And I don't know, can you see those G's going up? Feels like we're going up. We're going up. So verify elapsed counter is counting. Yes, yes, yes. It is counting. That is good. If elapsed time, yeah, I know that. Monitor the abort light and verify cabin pressure is decreasing from 15 to 5.5. So this should be decreasing. You can see it decreasing there. We should also again be checking our batteries are good, specifically these 1, 2, and 3, and none of those fail. Probably keeping an eye on the standby. Oh man, if the ISO ever failed, you'd probably want to switch that out pretty quick. But umbilical disconnect, that's quite a ways. You're behind the times there. All right. Now let's just take a look here while this is happening at the briefing, the mission. There we go. Okay, so 223, we're going to get the tower separation. And then 233, so those happens pretty fast. And then spacecraft turnaround, transfer to flight. Okay, well, I don't know. We'll look at that. Okay, how are we doing? Still going up. It's like 230, 133, 135. That's our battery. Still good. It's the only thing I know how to do, is checking those batteries. We are seeing space. Got it from out here. It definitely looks better from the inside. This is a game that you're meant to watch from here. This is, by the way, our periscope. I don't know if people noticed it. I didn't really point it out, but it gives you a very good kind of a fisheye view of what's ahead of the spacecraft. Right now, a periscope is retracted. Okay, we've had Nico, so we're gonna ready to jettison the tower. There goes that. Good, good, good. Oh, I think we've done all this. Okay, and we have jettisoned the tower. That's gone green. We have jettisoned our booster. That's gone green. We are spinning around to retrograde. We're supposed to turn the auto... Yes, that goes off so that we don't lose our retro rockets. Emergency retro fuse to false. It's right there. We did that before. In 2 minutes, start the pre-retro launch sequence. So let's bring that up. Checklist back. Pre-retro. But we're supposed to be doing stuff. Where's pre-retro? There it is. Add that on the bottom and go back. Add in the retro and go back. Add in reentry. And we'll just queue all these. Landing. Okay. And going back to our briefing here. We're supposed to be... Weren't we supposed to be doing stuff? Retro rockets are going to fire at 5 minutes and 10 seconds. We're at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Spacecraft yaw to 45 degrees left using the horizon. How do you do that again? We're not doing it automatically. There is a... If I pull this out and pull out the yaw... No, I think I can do that, and now I got the yaw. So that pulled out the manual. Now if I use... I am not doing anything. Oh! That's pitch. Okay, I did the... I think I turned off everything but yaw. Yaw out. That one in, that one in. Let's try that again. Yes, now I got yaw. I have yaw control. That's probably not good. Okay, it's automatically going to retro attitude, so I should probably stop flapping about with that. There. Oh, there's my attitude switch. So it's set to retro. It's taking control. Yeah, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. We should be seeing our... We're not at our right attitude yet because I was flapping about. We're going to fire our retro rockets. That happened anyway. Okay, now we're at the right attitude. Oh, dear. So we weren't quite 100% pointed the right direction, I don't think. We are falling. Okay, and arm that. That's what I don't think I armed that in time before. Okay, jettison retro is orange. That needs to go green at some point. I see DC selector to main. Okay, we are way past all this. Oh yeah, I gotta turn all those guys. That all has to go to 7 and 7 and 7. Oh, I think that's good. That's what didn't happen last time. That went automatically. I didn't have to push the button. So that's good, that's good. I think we're on our way down. So emergency retrojet fuse to true. Sure. Auto retrojet to off. Well, it's already gone, so what difference does that make? Retrojet fuse to false. Done. Main retro attitude, auto or main. That's main retro attitude. We're starting to pull a little bit of G, so we're entering the atmosphere. I don't know where that switch is. I know as soon as I click this, though, it skips it, so it's already on the right thing. Start retro checklist. I've already done that. Oh my gosh. Done that, done that, done that. Reentry. That should be back to ARM again. Okay. That was a mistake. Reentry. Oh, I never did that last time. To put it in the reentry position. We didn't die though, so that's good. 05 tail light is that tail light that's on. That's right. Indicator shows 10 degree roll. We should be rolling. I believe that's this. Is showing that we are. Are we rolling? Does it look like we're rolling? I say it looks like we're rolling, sort of. I don't know. Yeah, this is all the stuff we did wrong. And then start the landing before 30,000 feet. Okay. So again, not the bestest job. Sorry, I've been missing what's been going on in the chat too, because I was like frantically trying to keep up. I think I'm okay now. I'm not supposed to do anything until now we're re-entering, but I think give us a nice view of the. Oh no! That looks like a drogue chute. Like, is it, are my eyes deceived? No, that can't be our. No, no. Okay, we're still above 100,000 feet, but that looks like I'm pushing F1, and I'm not leaving the rocket. So something, I'm looking out the window and that looks suspiciously like my drogue chute, but my drogue chute light's not on. Did I push it? Did I push that by mistake? I hope I didn't push that by mistake. Emergency drogue deploy fuse to false. It is. There may be something not modeled here and we might not die. Clock started. The clock started. We're 9 minutes, 31 seconds into our flight. But I think I missed like that. And it won't let me. I'm pushing F1 and I can't leave the spacecraft, which is weird. Are all these set right? Yeah. Radio in to confirm. I don't know what options I have for radioing in. Well, right now we're in the middle of a plasma ball, so I don't think radio is an option. Okay, our altitude is decreasing. Why is our accelerometer like it's 0? I think something weird's happened. I think something's glitched. Something's glitched. Is this decreased? Like we're losing altitude really, really slowly. So I think what's happened is there is a parachute deployed. I kind of feel like I want to ride this out. Something weird's happening. But if you look at the rate we're losing altitude, it's very slowly. And if we look, well, yeah, our descent rate, very slow. This is in feet, tens of feet per second. So that's like, what, 20? 20 feet per second? Like we're hardly pulling any G's. We're just like floating slowly down because I think our parachute's been deployed. Oh dear. Yeah, early access. I think I should have died. I'm not sure why the parachute deployed, but I'm noticing that the cover is off the drogue chute, and I might have pushed that button by mistake. That is my guess. I think I pushed that button. I'd have to go back over the video evidence to see if I, maybe while I was fiddling with these, I clicked on this. Somehow I took the cover off and everything. Okay, let's time warp. Time warp. Time warping. Oh, I can't time warp either. Okay, so... Ugh. At some point, flamies are supposed to be gone. Did anybody catch whether I pushed the drogue chute button? Because it really looks like I might have. At some point, all these flamies are gonna... well, but then again, if I'm slowing down... I don't know what's going on. I might be going really, really fast. My acceleration's not much. No, I can't be going really fast because the altimeter is dropping very slowly. They got a drum set in the... oh my gosh. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm looking at. What's the count, Stoney?
145,
135.
45.
Roger.
What count were they talking about? They're just getting bored.
Okay, the 130 mark. Now check your periscope filters and mag at this time.
Okay, we are...
Roger, mag and filters are okay.
Roger. No sun in your eyes?
No sun in my eyes.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, coming up on 1 minute.
I do not know what Kenshi is there, Shengus.
Stopping off. Controls cut off. 50.
I think this is kind of just random chatter. Oh, I'm clicked while I was hitting Roger. I was changing the button. Oh, what was I changing down here?
Roger.
Oh, there was a bit of a click-through happening. Put that on normal. I don't know what you can turn off. You can switch off all the alarms. Okay, and oxygen, that's okay. That just means the snorkels come out. But we are really, oh boy, ring snorkel open.
Roger, this is Liberty Bell 7. The clock is operating.
Loud and clear, Jose. Don't cry too much.
Okie doke.
At 10,000 flight, we should be seeing. Oh, our mains deployed.
Nice ride up to
Look
now.
at the. Okay, we got something weird happening.
Roger.
We still got lots of flamies. I can see our mains are out there. That's just the fuel warning.
is
That's
go.
okay.
About 1.25 G's. Cabin pressure is just coming off the peg. The oxygen is go. With 26
Look
amps.
at their periscope.
Trajectory is good.
Periscope view
Roger,
here.
looks good here.
I think something wacky's happening. Oh my gosh. I'm fiddling with radio buttons now.
Okay, there. We're starting to pick up a little bit of the noise and the vibration.
Can I look
Bad
outside
going
yet? Oh! We're beyond fire!
Okay, the fuel is go. 1.5 G's. The cabin is 8. The oxygen is go with 27 amps. And more vibration.
Pitch is 7-7.
Let's
Trajectory
get
is
through.
go.
We need to put the fire out.
Cabin pressure is still about 6 and dropping slightly. Looks like she's going to hold about 5.5.
Our landing bag is
I think the
deployed
oxygen
too.
is go.
Yep, that's
Pressure
true.
holding 5.5.
Roger, Roger. Liberty Bell 7. Fuel is
All right,
go,
so early
2.5
access.
Gs.
Early access,
Cabin
yep.
pressure 5.5. Oxygen is go. Main 25.
Yeah, why are we on fire? Liberty Bell. Oh, it says Liberty Bell on the side. See that? I didn't notice that before. Okay. Well, I can't tell. I mean, if I don't know what happened there. Like, there's obviously lots of glitchy fun happening. It still thinks we're both re-entering. And, sorry, but we're not falling fast. We weren't falling fast through all of that. So, I'll have to look to see if I ended up deploying those. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. If I ended up deploying that drogue. Notice the drogue light is not on. Well, I'm going to let this kind of ride out. Yeah, I am descending. But we're not descending at any great rate. We're descending at a very, very calm rate, despite appearances. But I'm going to let's just clear all this out of here. Wants me to put this on thing, so fine.
Isolated is 28.
I did that early, but I just want to end up. I just want this to hit the water.
Roger. It looks good in here.
This
Everything
pitch,
is
this
good.
all
Cabin
this
pressure's
talk
holding,
makes no
pressure's
sense.
Okay.
Talk does not.
And we got 4
Well, I can't
Gs.
imagine they
Fuel
have
is
dialogue
go.
to match
Fuel
what's
and
going on.
controller
Right now.
move just a hair there. Cabin pressure's holding. Oxygen is go at 25 amps.
Oh, we're still on fire and water.
There went the power.
Well, that was pretty awful. So let's just end that
Roger.
mission. Oh my gosh, that was early access. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I don't know how much of that was my fault. I don't know how much of that was the game's fault. Probably an even split. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that last. There is a free play where you can just take various vessels and just go. But I am going to do that last historical mission. This is the Mercury Atlas 6. This is, I believe, an orbital mission. Just want to, so evaluate performance of manned spaceflight. Yeah, in a 3-orbit mission. Evaluate, yep. Okay, and we're not going to read all this, which is, of course, half my problem. I mean, who's going to read all this? Oh my gosh, this is like almost a 6-hour mission. My goodness. So there's our little diagram of the main idea of what we're going to do. And, yeah. John Glenn in the Friendship 7. All right. I did press the drogue button. Okay. You press the drogue button when adding the checklist because the back button was directly over the drogue button. I was worried about that. Thanks for spotting that, Oliver. So there was like a bleed through. Oh, I gotta be, that's dangerous. And the back button is something you click multiple times, so probably at one point I hit the, oh my gosh. Okay. So there's a bleed through from the menu. All right, so here we are again, 15 minutes to launch. This is now aboard the Atlas. So what I'm going to do is really stay away from this. So M, checklists. We're going to do our full power thing the way we're supposed to. I'm keeping this way over here to the side. And we're going to add that on. And then we're going to go back. And we're going to do the final checks and add that on. We're going to go back. And then we're going to do the ascent. We're going to add that on. And this time we're in the Atlas, or on the Atlas. So we got to do... After ascent, we go to the Beco.
Yeah, blockhouse, verify the station.
You
Recorders
add
are
that
We're
on.
Go to
Then we
full
go
internal
to
at
Seco. Is it
T-minus 12
Seco or Seco?
Multi-stages.
Add that on. And then we go to orbit. I'm going to put all of these on so I never have to come in here again. Boom. Going back. Oh, wait, what was after orbit? Oh, then we chillax for a bit because we're in orbit for a while, aren't we? That makes some sense. Okay, I'm off. Okay, welcome to the Mercury Atlas 6 historical mission. The cockpit is ready for full internal power and final checks. Okay, so let's get through this quickly. Verify the station recorders are on, and we're going to full internal at T-minus 12 minutes and counting. Okay. Oh, this is all ahead of us. Okay.
CO readout.
Here we go. All right, so why don't we do this stuff right now? Go to internal power. Come. Go to internal power. I've hit this 2 times already, and I keep having trouble milking where it is. Switch. Do I have to really get closer to the time? I don't know. I'm going to say we did it. I didn't hear the thing for the... Let's time warp to actually 10 minutes then. I thought it said 12 minutes, but let's go to 10 minutes. Boom. Switch to internal. Okay, I'm going to say that's done. Verify battery bus voltages. So again,
Okay, we're indicating 25 amps.
I'm sure they're as thorough as this in
main
real life.
bus
There we
is
go. We did it.
26.
Final checks at 5 minutes. Time warp to 5 minutes before launch. Yeah, that should have been a death there because we really should have blown up or burnt up our drogue, but I don't know. Did some weird stuff with the game. Okay, let's see. 5 minutes. We are supposed to set launch control to ready. Boom. We are supposed to do a radio test on UHF. Radio test. Oh, we're way behind. Yep. Oh, there's our message that we got. Okay. And then various voltages that we're... I don't know why that was late. We did the radio check. We did that. Verify that the cover off the time button, time 0 button, is off. Check. DC battery to 1.
27.
Check. Arm squibs. Check. Arm auto retrojets. Check. And next we wait for ascent. Okay. Comms can come off. I feel a little better that actually this got pushed because of bleed through a menu. So I pretty bad. That's why there's a cover on it. It's a pretty bad button to push by accident. Okay, we got 3 minutes. Let's time those away. Alright, we got about 20 seconds, and this time we'll watch it from outside. So you can see we do have the bigger Atlas rocket here. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lift off, right? We are not going up. There we go. That was weird. I was a little worried I did something wrong there for a moment. Okay, verifying liftoff. Altitude is increasing. Verify time elapsed counter is going. Check. If elapsed time count, yeah, it's not. Abort, monitor the abort light, and verify cabin pressure is dropping from 15 to 5.5 atmospheres, same as before. Okay, and if we take a look at our checklists, no, our briefing, that's what I want. When does something happen exciting? Port fuel, okay, we have Bico at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. You know what, I think I'm gonna just clear all these. Did that. I was supposed to do this continually, but did that. If Atlas go to the Bico, so I'm just going to put this onto Bico. Bico. Jettison Tower is, but I think, according to this, at 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And I don't think we have an indicator light for that. I'm not sure. I think this bottom half here just comes off. If I have that right. Minutes and 11 seconds. Oh, we're just about there. I just want to see what happens. Yeah, see, that part comes off, and then we're on. That was the Bico part. And then Jettison Tower at 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Okay, we can watch that from the inside. See, we don't have a light for that. Jettison Tower is getting ready. And that is green. Our tower is off. It's off on its own thing. Good, good, good. That's happened. Okay. Auto retrojet is off. Boom. Retrojet fuse to false. Oh wait. Retrojet fuse to false. Why is it not highlighting? Oh, it's down this way. Ah! There, check. Emergency retro fuel. That's the one I was thinking about. False. Good, good, good. Start Seco. This guy should go green next. And that is for our second stage. This big. Well, we're a tubby fella. We are a tubby fella. Booster engine cutoff. Thank you, Oliver. That makes a lot of sense. And when should we be expecting our Seco? Do not speak of. I'm just going to ignore that. SECO stands for Sustaining rocket cutoff. Sustaining engine, second engine cutoff. I don't know. This one. It's got to turn off at some point. But we have a light for that one. We don't have a light for the booster, but we do have a light for this part. Pretty sure. Well, that's just because our capsule's going to separate. That's why. Well, I mean, we're going to feel it when that goes off anyway. Oh, you're starting to see the horizon here. Yeah, through our window. Our pitch is down really low. Actually, our pitch is a little negative if you take a look. Pitching down just a little bit. Oh, we have, and we're about to get, let's watch it from here. There goes our capsule. Groovy doovy. Okay, what are we supposed to do next? Separating capsule has gone green. Yes. We are on the orbit checklist. Okay, DC selector to main. Boom. Landing bag is off. Well, that's way down here. Okay, that's off. Emergency retro sequence fuse to false. And emergency drogue deployment fuse to false. So that's just to make sure none of that... Oh, I could have used that to stop me from clicking through onto this. And select DC battery to 2.
2-7.
Umbilical disconnect. That makes no sense. And we have voltage there, and then put it on 3.
2-7.
Okay. Is that supposed to be 27? That doesn't look like 27 volts to me, but if you say so. DC selector to standby 1.
Standby 1 is 2-7.
Okay. Standby 2.
2-7.
ISO.
Isolated is 2-9.
Okay. All those batteries are good. Back to main.
And back on main.
Okay. AC selector to fans. What's that way?
113.
Oh, this is just saying what voltages are going to everything. That's all. So we're just checking everything. ACS, is that like climate control or something like that?
ACS 110.
Might be.
Roger.
I'm sure it stands for
Mercury
something.
Station, stand by for status report at T-5. CO, make two-way voice check with Capcom. Report completion on channel 1. Roger.
Make two-way voice contact with Capcom before completion on channel 1. Roger.
Hello, Capcom.
Oh, we're switching to high power on our
UHF
antenna. That makes
high.
sense.
Com check, how many over? 7, this is Cape reading you loud and clear, UHF. Over. Roger.
We would like to hold at 7.
Sure seems like we're talking to them.
We lost our main
Attitude control system. Thank you. That makes some sense.
Roger, you
That
got your
makes some
power back?
sense.
Roger.
What do you estimate?
Somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes, Dave.
Can't you expedite?
Make it 5.
Roger, and
Oh,
hurry up.
we're hearing from Bermuda
CTC
now.
from flight.
Okay, we got a lot of stuff here.
We've got our power back on the computer. It'll take us about 5 minutes to verify. We'll keep you informed.
Okay, CO, you understand the reason for
See, this
the
is
hold?
nice. I'm just gonna skip
Fine,
through
thank
that. I
you.
think that's all that dialogue. I think I'm just behind. So this is nice.
All stations are holding at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Estimate 5 minutes.
CO, go ahead. Spacecraft manager Bill Mosley wants to advise you
Okay.
all DRs are written off.
Let's bring up.
Very good.
Now we should have an orbital camera.
CTC from flight.
Flight.
Mercury control is go.
Oh, it's this.
Roger, would you like to pick
There's
up
our
the count?
orbit. Neato.
Affirmative.
We're
All
over
Mercury
here.
Stations be advised in 15 seconds.
That's our periapsis. They could feel free to
Suit temperature
say
control to red
perigee
mark.
now. They don't have to. An apoapsis of 134 miles. Periapsis of, I've lost track,
Cabin temp control to red mark.
81 miles.
To mark.
Descending node. And we don't have an ascend. Oh, on the other side is the ascending node. I'm assuming that's what that is. Okay, Roger, 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 Roger. Okay. This is our spacecraft view. Okay, I'm going to look at then, because we're supposed to be up here for like 3 orbits or something. So what is our mission clock at? Just almost at 10 minutes. So they're just communication changes.
All Mercury stations,
Oh, here we go. See, yaw maneuver.
T-minus
We're supposed to
5,
do stuff.
Redstone
Let's
8,
go back to our
and
checklists.
give status and green light on request.
We did the orbit one.
5 o'clock.
Okay. I did that, right? I think so. Yes, I remember turning that off. Okay, back. Okay, let's see if we can actually maneuver our spacecraft. Let's just flaff about. Time we got. Yeah, let's do some flaffing. So, get this out. We'll let the chatter run in our background. So right now we are automatically on.
Electrical, go. ASCS, CTC,
On,
Tom.
Oh my gosh,
TM,
guys.
CO, go. Light, go. Tony, go.
Okay. Where's this switch here? Is our we have two attitude settings. Right now it's set to retro, so we're automatically set to the retrograde vector, and then we have it set to reentry, which I swear I forgot to put to on the second go. But we do have the ability to go manual, so I think all I do is pull on that handle, and then if I want roll control, I think I just pull that handle, and now I think Q and E gives me roll control. So let's see what happens here. If I press Q. Yeah. There we go. And you have an indicator at the rate at which you're rolling. And I think the I'm pushing WASD, they do nothing. So we can just do a complete roll here. That's kind of cool. And there's a little indicator here showing how quickly you are rolling. And also what your roll is. So it actually makes it pretty easy to stop your roll.
Stay ready. 3 minutes and counting.
See all when the camera switches on at
Try and see if we can bring that back to the center.
Roger.
And that's zeroing out our roll. And then if we want to, I think if I just push this back in, it takes care of roll again for us. And does it back there. And there is fuel things here. This is our control fuel for the RCS system. There's a manual one and an auto one. And I remember going through the lesson, going through all the different... I got confused in it. I maybe need to review that. But there's multiple settings here. But I think I got the gist of it. So now if I wanted to, let's say pitch. Pull that out. There, neat. See that? And I can come back. Let's look at it from the spacecraft's point of view.
-2 minutes. Starting flight pressurization.
See the little jets going?
1 minute 55 seconds.
Is there one on both sides? Oh, it seems like there's just one up there. Oh, that's our periscope. Neato. I guess those are antennas at the top. Don't know. Okay, and then if we just push that back in. Oh, wait, I just pushed the yaw. I was doing pitch, wasn't I? Pitch. There. Now it should reorient me back to retrograde automatically. When will reentry happen? That's right. I think I might just time warp to that. So, and we'll try and do a better job. This time at least things are... This is nice. I can think about stuff. Okay, let's bring this up. Let's bring up our mission plan. No, that was this one, the briefing. Okay. It's a long... I'm not going to do this for 3 hours. We're supposed to do 3 orbits. Maybe we'll do the 3 orbits. We'll time warp through them. And I'm just looking to see when do we start to go to retrograde and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what all this means. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Prepare for retro fire. There we go. Observe the sunrise. So let's time warp to 4:14, 4 hours and 14 minutes. And then we'll get our checklist set ready too. So we got to do the pre-retro checklist. And we'll go back and do the retro checklist. Back, reentry checklist, back, and the landing checklist, back. Okay, back. Go back to our briefing. But I don't think any of this thruster warm up. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen. Let's time warp to like 4:10 in the mission. So map away. Where's our mission clock? 4 hours and 10 minutes. We're only 15, so let's start time warping. Get all these Rogers out of the way. Okay, we're 1 hour in. Let's go a little faster. That's 100 times speed. That's 20, that's 100. I don't want to overdo this. So at 200 times speed. What's the next one? 400. 400 times speed. What did I say? 4 hours and 10 minutes I'm going to stop this at. Maybe a little more. Better push the manual button also. Oh, thank you. Yes, I never did manual off. Okay, so... Okay, there's 10 minutes. Whoops, 12 minutes actually. Let's bring back up. So at 4 hours, 12 minutes. So right here. Observe the sunrise at 4:14. It doesn't feel like we're going to be observing a sunrise at 4:14. It seems like that's already gone by. You can see here we're over like the Philippines. Our little globe on there. Kind of amazing, honestly, that they would have something like this. Like that's on a purely analog mechanical machine. Is that just me? Yeah, I'm not observing a sunrise based on these times. Begin preparation for retrofire at 4:15. I don't trust these times. I really don't. Okay. There is a 5 minutes to retrograde doober there. The TR clock. Oh, time to retrograde. Thank you. Time to retrograde is 17 minutes. Okay. Now I feel better. Thank you. I should have been watching that the whole time. Let's get rid of that. So there's a time to retrograde clock, and it just passed 17 minutes. At time to retrograde minus 30 minutes, we're supposed to be doing stuff. So let's do some stuff. So set suit temp to 7. Set cabin temp to 7. Set inverter temp to 7. So we can do that. Suit temp, cabin temp, inverter temp. And next is at 15 minutes. We're already past... No, we're not quite there yet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Access suit H2O. Okay, I'm gonna put my suit back to what it... I just followed the checklist and that put on a warning that scared me. I didn't like that. Too much water in the suit. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Where are we? We're like over the Pacific. Is that where... I guess maybe the... I don't know where we're supposed to be coming down, but... Okay. 15 minutes to... Okay. At 15 minutes to... Emergency retro sequence fuse to true. Boom. Emergency retro jettison fuse to true. Main retro attitude. Here's the... That's the switch I'm always missing. Main because it's already on what it's supposed to be. But I want to find it. It's not that. Maintain retro attitude on auto or man. Oh, maybe that's all it is. Okay. Alright, I'm assuming that's okay. So start retro checklist. This is at T-minus 5 minutes to retrograde. Okay. Alright, 5 minutes to retrograde. Let's time warp to that. What would be nice, there are random failures you can turn on. It'd be fun to kind of start playing with some of those scenarios and things, but I haven't done that yet. What am I going to? 5 minutes. Yeah, watching the time to retrograde clock. That's a good idea. So... nice to have multiple clocks. Okay, we're getting close to time. 5 minutes to time to retrograde. You can see we're like just north of Hawaii, I guess. I don't know. All right, what are we supposed to do now? We are... Timer. 5 minutes to retrograde light supposed to come on. A little light right here. That's it? Okay. Alright, and next is 0 seconds to retrograde. So I think now I am going to put my suit back to 7. Because these are supposed to be on 7, but I just didn't like that excess suit H2O thing that came on. And now things are supposed to happen automatically. That is off. That is... What is... That's our suit thing again. I don't like that. That can't be right. That can't be right. On the right is a switch for retro manual. Yeah, that should be on retro right now. It is. Right there. We're on retro right now. We damn well should be. Okay. 5. Okay, let's get down to... We are just under 4 minutes. Let's get more to go time. Wonder why I'm getting those water warnings. Okay, we are about 20 seconds. I'm going to again put this back to 7 because that's where it's supposed to be during re-entry. And if that alarm comes off again, goes on again, I'm gonna... Okay, and we should be seeing our retro sequence light come on. Okay, I'm just gonna turn that off. Okay, it came on. Oh, we haven't fired them yet, though. And then at 20 seconds, we should be getting retro warning alarm. That's supposed to happen, that one. That's warning us that we are almost ready to go. Didn't I turn this alarm off? Oh, there's another one. Access cabin H2O. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, there goes our retro rockets. That retro warning one was supposed to come on. So now we are firing our retro rockets. What is that? Oh, it just ended. This is not armed. I guess I'll arm it right after. Okay, jettison retro, yes, but this is not armed. I don't see on the checklist where...
Are both running?
Yeah, yeah.
1 minute 15 seconds.
Standing by, Capcom.
RF systems,
Go.
propulsion,
Go.
AMR telemetry, telemetry quality, go.
Okay, that's happened. That's happened.
Minus 40.
Retro fire has happened.
Lock tanking.
Control center report.
Oh, here it is. Retro. Okay, there's where it said to set that. Set the fuse.
Go, clear to launch.
True.
Go. All pre-start panel lights are correct. The ready light is on. Eject Mercury umbilical.
Emergency retro fuse to true. I think all those fuses look like. I think they're. Oh no, it's over here. True. Boom. Okay, I was slow on the draw on that. Oh my God, guys, shut up. Select this to re-entry. Boom. 0 point. Okay, we're gonna wait for this guy to come on.
The clock is operating. We're underway. Loud and clear. Roger. We're programming and roll okay. A little bumpy along about here. Roger.
All that off. Okay.
Stand by for 20 seconds. Roger. 2, 1, lock. Roger.
We are descending. That's a good sign. Oh, we're coming over the Americas now. So I guess we are going for the Atlantic, I hope.
101, oxygen 78, 100, amps 27. Roger, loud and clear, flight path is good, 69. Roger, check's okay. Mine was 70 on your mark. Have some vibration area coming up here now.
Other right, not left. Right is a switch for Retro Man. Oh, down here. A little late on that now, on the right. That's nice to know where the switch is. Retro manual. That's all environmental stuff.
Still okay. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area. Roger, you feel max Q? Flight path is
very good. Pitch 4-3.
Roger, feels good through max Q and smoothing out real fine.
Max Q, what are you guys talking about?
Cabin pressure coming down by 7. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
Smooth now.
Early access. Early access.
Sky looking very dark outside.
This is all chatter for the ascent.
Cabin pressure is holding at 6-1. Okay. Roger, cabin pressure holding.
You are liars. You are liars.
Roger, I've had some oscillations, but they seem to be damping out okay now.
Okay, we're waiting for this 0.05G thing to come on.
And fuel is 102, 101, oxygen 78, 102. Geez, they're building the 6. Roger, reading a lot of Roger, Pico. Pitch 25,
Go.
Roger, I saw the smoke go by the window.
Sorry, I'm time warping too, I think.
Still have
No,
about
it's not letting me
1.5
time warp.
days.
Every one of the...
Programming over.
Oh my God. Every one of those chatters turns off the time warp.
There the tower went right then. Have the tower in sight way out.
We look like we're over
Could see
Texas
the tower
here. I don't
go.
know if that's the
Edison Tower
plan.
is green. Roger. 1.5 Gs. Roger, 7-0, loud and clear, flight path looks good.
We're still at 0 Gs. Okay, can I time warp now? Yes. We are descending. Okay, there's our 05G. So that means the atmosphere is starting to slow us down. Rate indicator shows a 10 degree per second roll. We're supposed to be rolling. Maybe that doesn't quite happen yet. The roll indicator's one of these three, but I don't know which one. Okay, let's do some more time warping. It is not letting us time warp, I guess because we're in the atmosphere. Should be starting to see some glowy stuff on here pretty soon. We also should be getting a roll. There's clearly not a roll. They did said, yeah, I know. That chatter was all over the place. Max Q and then 0Gs, and we are still bare. Like, this is our accelerometer here. Like, it's not even measuring on here. We're getting a little bit a G because that light came on, but not much. We are now coming over to the Caribbean, or over, yep. Can I oh yeah, it won't let me time warp, I forgot. Oh, this is taking so long. When are we supposed to get that roll happening? Did that. Where am I at? 4:43 on the mission clock. Oh, I'm scrolling it the wrong way. Well, I'm already past what it says a mission clock is. Okay, never mind. Oh, we're getting our roll. That's what I was waiting for. When are we going to get our roll? So we're getting a little bit of a roll now. That's supposed to happen. I think that's for spreading out the heat load. There it goes. That's what you want to see. So there's the roll indicator there, this white line right over to the side. Everything should be happening automatically from here on in. So that's a check. We are at the 10 degree per second roll rate. Start landing checklist. Okay, so before... Don't push this button. Yeah, it's... Oh, I know this is the actual roll here, but these indicators are for the rate at which you're rolling. See this one? They're color coded. So the red one's pitch and the yellow one at the bottom here is yaw, which are staying relatively stable. So this is the actual roll indicator, but this is the rate, and we should be rolling all the way through this, which certainly looks like we are. And our descent indicators now much in the red. We are still over 100,000 feet, so this altimeter hasn't started working yet. I still got these alarms. I don't like that at all, but what if I... Oh, we got stuff happening. Best just not touch anything. We should be starting to pull some decent G's here. There we go. You pull more G's on the descent than you do on the ascent. So 6 G's. And getting close to 8 G's here. I think you pull more actually on the suborbital ones than you do on the orbital ones, because you're just coming through into the thicker part of the atmosphere so much more quickly, because you're just coming like down. So the roll is for slowing and cooling. I'm being told. I wish you could time warp through this part, but you can't. Well, here's our fan switches. Talked about those before. G's are coming down now. Take that as a good thing. Still over a... Oh, wait. Is this altimeter just starting to... Nope, still at over 100,000 feet. And, you know, we were all like on the whole... But it looks like we're definitely... Unless we're landing on an island, I think we're coming into the right area here. Feels like it would be a little bit nicer to be into the actual ocean part, but what do I know? Still rolling through all of this. It's hard to see because of just the plasma around us, but you see here, we're still rolling around. Not seeing a drogue shoot, so that's a good thing. We still got a lot of sideways happening here. Oh, now it won't let me... Oh, that part's done. All the flamey part. Oh, and we are falling fast. Okay, so before 30,000 feet, emergency drogue shoot to true. We're quickly getting to... That's a good thing to have on. Should probably have done that maybe a little earlier. Though, if that fuse was on false before, I wouldn't have mistakenly put on the drogue. So we should be hitting the drogue shoot around 30,000 feet, I'm assuming. Just waiting for that drogue shoot. There it is. I'm starting to get a little worried. But it's there. I shouldn't have worried. That is our snorkel warning, right? That's okay. I don't care about that. Snorkel should be... I think it goes out automatically, but I think that light's supposed to turn on. I don't know. But the snorkel is out. Landing bag. Emergency 02 handle is out. Landing bag on auto. That's right, we turned that off earlier, didn't we? Oh, our mains are about to go. There they go. Nice. What is that warning? Fuel. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. And UHF to RT. I don't know what that even means. Press the regulator handle out. There. Landing bag tail light is green. It is. So our landing bag has deployed. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think we did good. Let's take a look out here. Like I said, does that feel like we're a little bit too close to shore? Like this feels like a KSC landing. This is a Kerbal Space Program landing. Oh, as long as we're just on the other side of the mountains, we should be fine. Oh my gosh. Like, look where we're coming down. What the heck? What the heck? It does look like there's water below us, so I guess we're okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And I cannot time warp, can I? No. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about all this stuff when we touch down. We're fine. They'll find us. Oh, it wants us to... Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Now I can clear this? No. Now? Nope.
Roger. Auto retro jettison is off. Emergency retro jettison fuse switch off. Or retro jettison fuse switch off. UHF DF2 normal. Flight path looks good. Steering is good. Roger. Understand everything looks good. He's starting to build again a little bit.
I think this chatter doesn't make any sense.
Pressure 7. Forget to ask you.
Oh, no. No, we are all in the wrong... No, I'm not going to do that. Fine. Okay, are you happy now? Alright. How far are we from...
Roger, Bermuda, stand by. This is Friendship 7, fuel 103, 101, oxygen 78, 100. All voltages above 25, amps 26. Roger, still reading you loud and clear. Flight path is very good. Pitch -3. Roger. My pitch checks at -7 on your -3. Roger, 7.
The lighting's pretty...
Friendship 7, fuel 103, 101, oxygen 78, 100, amps 25, cabin pressure holding at 58. All Roger, reading you loud and clear, 7. Cape is go. We're standing by for you. Roger, Cape is go and I am go. Our capsule is in good shape.
All right, I think we...
Fuel 103, 102, oxygen 78, 100, cabin pressure holding steady at 58. Amps is 26.
I'm just waiting for these guys to shut up.
Go. Roger, 20 seconds to go.
Okay.
Roger. Indicating 16.
All right, so again, early access, but we are down on the surface. It doesn't look like there's any ship nearby to come pick us up. Probably we can just get out and swim, but let me know what you thought. Oh, this is...
Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous. Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful. Roger, 7. You have a go.
Okay, we are...
Roger,
I'm
understand
ending.
go for at least 7.
Sorry, I was going to just leave it on there, but I think I can't handle the chatter any further than that. So, anyway, let me know what you think. We just went through, again, the Mercury missions. Obviously, practicing would be a good thing for me to do in the interim. I could show you some of these Academy things. I could show you some of these sort of free missions that you can do, not just the historical ones. We could get it so that it'll throw us some errors, and we have to deal with them. But let me know what you think, whether you would like to see more of these. I'm not going to do a ton of these types of streams, maybe just maybe another 1 or 2, I think, after this, and then get back into something else. But in the meantime, I think I'm going to be drawing this stream to an end. So thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody watching this at a later date. And of course, and as always, a very special thank you to my Patreon patrons and YouTube members who help to support this channel directly. Have your